All right, here we go. We're going to do I guess a heavy metal thrash type video this time. And we're going to start it out with Shed the Skin. This is a band I went and saw the other night down in Hamtramck, Michigan, which is basically Detroit. And I never heard of them before, like, I don't know, a couple days before the show. And I looked them up on YouTube, and they were thrashy and metal and kind of like death metal sounding. So I thought, you know what, I got nothing else to do. I'll go down there and check them out. And I'm going to show you the records that I bought from the band that they had for sale at their little merch table. And on a sad note, the warm-up bands for the Shed the Skin show were not any good, as far as, what I like. Shed the Skin were really good, but nobody was there. Really, I didn't even videotape it. It was kind of sad. When I mean nobody, I mean me, the bartender, and 2 other people. That was it. The warm-up bands didn't even stick around. And it's really sad because these guys weren't that bad. They definitely warranted at least 50 to 100 people. In fact, that's them playing in the background. Anyway, I bought the 3 records that they had for sale, supporting the band, and they autographed it for me, as you can see. And they're like a thrash, death metal type situation. There's the gatefold. And the records are just black vinyl, because that's all they had, which is fine. Black metal, black vinyl, that makes sense. And they came with this poster. Or each one came with a poster. Not all 3 have the same poster. And there you go. So that record was and is Shed the Skin. And wow, this is tight. They should have made the jackets a little bigger. This one is Harrowing Faith, with all the members autographing it. Because the bar, called the New Dodge Lounge, by the time the main band came on, around midnight, the joint was empty. It was really sad. Because they weren't, they weren't radically original, but they were really good. I mean, they didn't miss a beat. And even though nobody was there to see them, they got excuse me, these guys still put on a show. There's a sticker they gave me. It wasn't a show that you'd videotape, because it was just dudes, they weren't dressed up. In fact, there's a picture of them. But man, they played the songs with a ferocious energy. And this record is called Forbidden Arts. And it also has a poster. Let's see what the poster looks like. This one is a tall poster instead of a long one. All right. Now let's get to the 3rd record I bought from the band. I didn't buy a t-shirt because I have enough t-shirts. Wow, these jackets are tight. Anyway, this record is Shed the Skin, Forbidden Arts. And I have to admit, all these records kind of sound the same. They kind of all sound like this. But they're wild and crazy death metal records, which is okay. This one is called We of Scorn. Again, autographed. What's the gatefold look like? Another sticker and just lyrics and info. Let's see what the poster looks like. There you go. Not very exciting, not near as exciting as the other two, but there it is just the same for Shed the Skin. And I think they're from Ohio. And again, this is the We of Scorn LP that they had for sale. And it was really too bad that nobody was there in a city as large as Detroit. And nobody shows up for something like this. It's kind of weird. Anyway. Alright, let's get into, I don't know what you'd call this, a beautiful mistake. Alright, I ordered from Kings Road the Satanic Planet, which is a, I guess a super group of the dude from The Locust and Retox, and he's probably got other little side projects, and some dude from Slayer, and then some other dudes. And I thought, you know what, with all those people involved, especially the Retox guy, and the work that he did with the Locusts, it's got to be good. So I bought it without even hearing it. So I went to the website, and they had 3 of them. Each Satanic Planet record had a different name. So I ordered all 3. The Ritual Abortion, the Invocation, the Planet, the Grey Faction. All of them, as you can see by this invoice, have a different name. Guess what? It's all the same record. It's all this. The different names are the names that they gave for the different colored vinyl, which I guess you probably can't even see what this cover looks like. So I ended up buying 3 of the same record. I ended up getting one that looked like this. And then one that looked like this. Very 4th of July-ish. And then one that looks like this. And the 3 records I just showed you are all the same record. And when I seen that they were all the same record, I go, oh, damn. And I just thought, you know what, the way that it was advertised, you thought it was 3 different records with kind of the same cover, but with different names, which I guess could be a possibility. Anyway, I went ahead and played it, and this thing is undescribably good, especially side 2. I listened to side 2 probably 8 to 10 times before I even switched it to side 1 of this thing. This is not a heavy metal album. This is an album that sounds like a soundtrack to a movie that you'd be really excited about seeing if it existed. But I don't think this is a soundtrack to a movie. I think this is just those dudes in the studio messing around. So anyway, the Satanic Planet debut record is so good. I'm not sending any of those back. I'm not selling any of them. I'm keeping all of them. Just because, wow, what an amazing record. You won't, or when you hear this, you won't rock out. There's no guitar solos. It really does sound like the soundtrack to a really strange movie that you really anticipate seeing, but like I said, it doesn't exist. Alright, enough about Satanic Planet and how great of a collaboration it is. Let's get into something from the mailbag. This arrived today, and let's see what it is. Well, well, well. Look what we have. It is a little card from the people who sold me the record, and it is another Satanic Planet record. Yes, that record, this record, was so good I ordered the 4th copy of it. And this copy I bought from the Satanic Temple. They put out a special version for the Satanic Temple, and this is that version, which is kind of strange. I've lived 54 years and I've never seen any evidence of a devil or anything like that. But anyway, I think the Satanic Temple, they just use the word satanic to, I don't know, draw people in and maybe draw people away. But I don't think they believe there's an actual devil. Anyway, this is the 4th version of the records I just showed. And you're seeing it as I see it. And this is the Flowers of Evil copy of it. And here's the insert. This is the same insert that came with all the others, but this one is written in red and the others are written in gray. Let's look at this baby. Oh, there's a download card. Nothing else in there. And this one is on very dark red, smoky black vinyl. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, 4 copies of the same damn record. I have no regrets. That's the end of this video.